סתר לי, צר תצרני, רנפן את הסרני סלע סירה.
The traditional people in my Shurim say that here is the cave of Nagdiman ben Girion, somebody that the Gemara in Bavli brings him, that he was in the times of the Tanoim, and he was a big tzaddik, and once was no rain for a long time, and he was mispalel, and Hashem answered him, and it started raining very hard, and his grave is over here. So we feel it's a good time to come right here now, because now is in Israel it doesn't rain all the time. So now's the time. In a few days we start to pray for rain.
This is an ancient tomb. We dated this tomb to the Second Temple period. I mean, it's very typical Second Temple period tomb, the way that the rock is being cut and the way the cave itself. And this is actually one of the largest tombs that we know from that period. It's called the Tomb of the Kings, actually, because maybe the tradition or some scholars, especially in the 19th century, suggested that certain kings, if the Judean kings or other kings, were buried here. Although, by the way, nobody ever accepted, I mean, no serious scholars accepted this assumption. We don't know who is buried here, but there are some traditions that consider that important Jewish, not rabbis, but important Jewish figures from the Second Temple period are buried here. And they consider this place as a holy or place that should remain or should be given to the hands of the Jewish people, should be operated by the Jewish people. Religious people considered this tomb as religious site. We archaeologists consider this as an archaeological site. And the conflict begins when religious people, but I think also settlers or right-wing people, try to claim possession over the grave because of the location in East Jerusalem. We cannot ignore that it's in Sheikh Jarrah, a place that a lot of tension of settlers and prayers are coming. So it's definitely in the context of the conflict over East Jerusalem. And I think this is what makes it much more tense.
if this place become exclusive just for the Orthodox Jew, or they start coming and making a problem for the visitor, for the people, it will cause the end problem for this archaeological place, and it will not be open for the whole humanity to come to visit. This is one of the places that's supposed to be open for everybody, to be seen by everybody, and to keep it as a place of archaeology, as a sign for the first place that had been excavated inside Jerusalem.